Hi guys, it's King Gabriel again, and I'm here to discuss a new topic in one of these lovely impromptu videos. Today's topic is actually desire. And when I speak of desire, desire itself is like a string in a sense, the offspring of purpose, because our purpose runs through, as I said, that magnetic pulse or magnetic impulse, right, runs through the cells, runs through the body, informs you of what you're feeling. You feel with magnetic pulses or magnetic impulses for that matter, and that feeling leads you towards a desire to go towards something or to move away from something, right? So desire is an offspring of purpose, and purpose is an offspring of intention. Remember we did that cross thing before where the intention comes down. After the intention comes down, it spreads across into repulsion, attraction, that goes down further into desire, right? And most of the times when people think about desire, they think about things like sexual desire. They think about things like desire to have something or to gain something that will make things better. So understand that desire is a tool, in a sense, of the magnetic pulse, right? Or a tool of the ego, right? And that's nothing wrong either. It's just that this is the tool we can use to fulfill the intention. The intention comes down and goes, and it is fulfilled, right? The thing about it is this: desire leads us to taking action, because when we feel to do something, we instantly are inclined to just do it. It's a lot easier to do something you want to do than to do something you don't want to do. Right? And so desire leads us to fulfilling and taking action, and that action puts us in place, puts us in position for the purpose and the intention to be fulfilled. So that's actually how it works. And I just want to draw this one more time for you to see what I'm talking about, right? Let's say intention comes down through here, right? Because that's where the electric impulse, right? The electric force that runs the signals in your brain, etc., from the mind to the brain, the electric impulse is what gives the signals and gets clear with thoughts and intention. Those thoughts and that intention falls down a level, right, into this heart field, and this heart field is connected directly to the feeling, right? And that feeling is what moves things within this dimension, right? It is, you can actually tangibly feel if somebody is upset or whatever. You can feel if they're happy. You feel that vibration because we feel with the magnetic impulses that run through the cells, run through the system, inform you of whether you feel good or bad, right? And from there, from that place of feeling, right, where we're manifesting or manipulating this world, we come down a level again into the desire. The desire is the pure expression of that, and it may actually give you a thought. So this is how the loop is formed. And if you look at Qigong or any of those arts as well, you'll see that the energy goes down, comes straight up the back, over the head, and back into it. So we are constantly looping. Just like we spoke about looping before, this is another type of loop. And the loop goes down that way, then the desire comes back and checks with the intention, in a sense, to see if the intention is actually being fulfilled. So again, there's another cycle in nature. Right? So the desire may lead you to have things like thinking of some things that you may see as crazy. The point is, though, when you follow that desire, and not follow it as in take total action on it or just go do that thing, but process that desire, see what the desire brings to you, you might find that it brings different thoughts to you. And the different thoughts that it brings to you is a change in a frequency, as we discussed earlier, which is a rise in consciousness, because the desires get purified, lifting you to a higher and higher state, which is closer to divine consciousness. And that is the purpose of desire, to put you in position to have experience that would lift your frequency and take your consciousness higher. So desire takes your consciousness higher, right? Rhyme. Anyway, on to what we're actually doing with this. We are clear that desire is like an anchor or a string that drives us forward, lets us have new passion and new intention, or purifies our intention so that we can actually move up. So it looks like we're moving down, but we're actually moving up, right? Because our consciousness frequency is increasing as we follow our desires. And these desires don't come from nowhere. The ego is only possible of thinking within the magnetic realm any new information or new wisdom that we receive is actually coming from the place of intention, or the soul, the divine connection, right? That divine consciousness that we were speaking about earlier. That's where new information and new stuff comes from. So I want to speak about something here that is also, I'm going to tag in this video with another right now, just because I want to give you guys the most you can get in this space of time. There is also something that happens regarding meditation, and I want to speak about it right now. Meditation is, for most people, they see meditation as an activity that is used to get things out of life still, right? So the idea of getting itself is always on this level, just so we're clear, right? And if you sit in meditation and you visualize things, you can have things come through and you can manifest what you want and all that, and that's true. That is true, because consciousness changing does bring about the things that we want, but that is not the purpose. Our intention, the soul's intention for us, that's up there, right, is actually for us to express the soul fully. And as we go into meditation, what we want to be doing is actually locking into the place where, instead of using our imagination to manifest and to manipulate and to do things that we need to do in the world, right, which comes naturally, by the way, so you don't have to take it into your own hands, right, by locking into that space, we can transcend the human consciousness, which allows us to be in contact with the soul directly and be in contact with the higher frequency, the frequency of divine consciousness. And that is the purpose of meditation, to contact or to transcend human consciousness, or receive divine consciousness and live divine lives, divinely expressed lives. And that is what we're doing, right? So meditation is not about getting in there and seeing what you can see, or seeing if you see a blue light or a red light or a green light, which happens some of the times, or seeing colors, or being able to visualize and use your clairvoyance and clairsentience. All these gifts come, and we have them. We have them once we start getting in there, right? They're things that all of us have. But are we willing to stay there and just be satisfied with playing in the mental level of human consciousness still? No, that won't be enough. It will never be enough. No matter how good you get at it, no matter how wonderful your gifts manifest and all the things that you can do, whether you can do magic tricks and all that stuff, whether you can hold your breath for a year, doesn't matter, right? The thing is that your goal is to transcend human consciousness so you can express the qualities of the soul in life and thereby lift everybody with you. And that's what happens. So why I'm saying that is because I did have a few interactions with people where they say they just don't feel to meditate, or they're not motivated. The desire is not there because the purpose has been changed slightly. The purpose of meditation for them now is to see things, to get things, to transform. And that is not what it is, what the purpose is supposed to be, because the intention is still the same. If the intention is the same, right, the purpose has shifted, then you will have a skewed desire. That's what happens. It curves, right? Whereas if the intention is the same and the purpose is meant to fulfill that and sticks to what the actually bring that intention into reality, then what will happen is the intention will come down, the purpose will be stable, a bit more stable, and come straight down, and you'll have experiences where you feel the flow of that divine consciousness rushing into you. You feel the need to reach out to certain people, to send certain messages, to just express love, to film videos, to do whatever it takes to help people to see past the level of human consciousness. Because you know that's where we're all headed. And so that is my message today, and I hope that that makes sense to you. Have a lovely day, eternal love, and infinite peace.